Today we're going to tackle the issue of the pension fund. It's a continuation of the previous video. In the previous videos we've tackled the wills versus the pension fund not being part of the will or the deceased estate. We've also discussed the issues surrounding who is considered as a dependent in terms of the Pension Funds Act, and who may be entitled to the deceased pension. In this video, we're going to title the issues surrounding an event whereby the employer was not contributing to the pension funds, but the pension has been deducted from your salary. You can see your pay slips, there are pensions that are being deducted there, but when you approach the fund, you only realize maybe upon your retirement or upon your resignation or upon your dismissal that in fact your employer was not paying the money to the fund. Gurus, welcome to my channel once again. I am Malebo, aka the Legal Guru, and we are back to tackle law. Thank you so much for watching this video. So if you're new to this video, please make sure that you subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. As I always say, my videos should not be taken as financial advice or legal advice, but rather it's just for educational purpose. So what happens in an event that the employer has been deducting from your salary, has been deducting pension fund, but you only realize later on that no, there is nothing in the fund. We all know that we have entered the era of the two-pot system. We've entered the era of the two-pot system. People could not wait to withdraw from their funds. I think they only realized, I think it came about when they realized that no, some people die before enjoying their monies, and making it rather unfair, right? Why would I contribute to something that I can't even enjoy, you know? So big up to, I don't know to say big up or to say, I don't know guys. It has to do with each and every individual's opinion and feeling about this two-pot system. I'm not gonna go deeper, dwell into that issues and whatever. Let's talk about the purpose of this video, okay? Now it's important to note that when it comes to the pension funds, there is the Pension Fund Act, which makes a provision for the issues dealing with the pension fund strictly. Now, if you are using government employees pension fund, there is also a Government Employees Pension Fund Act that deals separately or strictly with government pension funds. It's not distributed in terms of the Pension Funds Act. The Pension Funds Act deals strictly with private pension funds. The government one has their own, which is the General Pension Act, Government Employees Pension Funds. If it has to do with the issues surrounding your employment, wherein your employer has been deducting but has not been paying it to the fund, then you do not approach the Department of Labor. It has nothing to do with pension funds, okay? Pension funds has their own ombuds, which is the pension funds, the Office of the Pension Funds Adjudicator. They are the ones that deal strictly with complaints surrounding pension funds. So if there's any disputes with regards to your pensions, they would have to be referred to the Office of the Pension Funds Adjudicator. Now they make their investigations, they interview you, okay, not really interview, but They will look at your submissions, look at the employer submissions, make an investigation to see what could have happened there and whether is there any possibility to remedy the breach, to remedy what the employer could have omitted at the time. Normally, they would issue after the investigation and everything, they would issue what we call a determination. A determination is equivalent to a court order. Meaning, if there is a value in the determination that the employer needs to pay, he still does not pay it, then you can even approach the court to get a warrant of execution. The warrant would then entitle you to attach some of the employer's assets to remedy the breach. Now, in most instances, that is the work of a legal practitioner. The legal practitioner would assist in terms of how you go about getting so and so. But as I said, I'm not about to give financial or legal advice. It's just a matter of education. What happens if, after you have found out that the employer has been deducting but was not paying to the fund, and later on you discover that no, the company is shutting down? The worst of them all you could ever imagine, because when it comes to the company shutting down, it's an issue of liquidation. When a company is being liquidated, there is a way and procedure in which it can close down, meaning you have to now become what we call a creditor in terms of that the company that is being liquidated. Then you'd have to claim as a creditor during the liquidation process. They would also have to look at whether the company is voluntarily surrendering, or is it a compulsory liquidation wherein the company was in fact insolvent, bankrupt, there's nothing to sell in there. It's a very complex scenario if you ask me, but there's always a way. In those instances, normally a business rescue practitioner would be appointed to try and see what assets are there to pay off the preferential creditors and all the other subsequent creditors. So if you don't claim timely, it can become a problem, because there's a period in which the company can advertise that they are going on liquidation. So if you don't get these issues earlier, it can become a problem for you to can recoup or recover your pensions. How does the financial sector regulation come in? Where do they come in? They come in an event wherein there was issues surrounding misappropriation of funds from the fund's perspective. Then they would have to investigate what happened with this fund when it comes to, if the pension fund was the problem, then what happened with that fund? Well, what did they do with that monies and all that? And then they will also issue their final findings. You can also apply for reconsiderations. It's a process. It's a process, guys. So you working for your employer, there is a contract there, a contract of employment. It's easy for these things to be breached, and you should know what to do and where do you go when things get hectic. You see how I tackle this, guys? You need to support by subscribing. That's all I need from you. Just have to subscribe, like, and comment. From me, myself, and I, guys, it's bye-bye. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put it under the comments, on the comment.
And that is all for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.